YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy, Yo, and this is another postseason episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every playoff game every day. Today's Saturday, October 4th. I have 3 games and 3 props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping Thursday, we cashed our highlighted play of the day. Definitely not a hot start to the playoffs, but nice to get back in that win column. We took the New York Yankees on the run line against the Boston Red Sox. Got some nice plus money on this one. It really came down to a single inning. The Yankees scored 4 runs in the 4th, and error helped out with that, and ultimately won the game 4-0. That's what we've been seeing in these playoffs. A lot of these games are tight and come down to one big hit. We were 1-2 in the wild card. Let's start the official postseason with a bang. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our next matchup, we have the New York Yankees in Toronto taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays are minus 119 on the money line, and the total is 8 runs. On the mound, we have Luis Gil going for New York, and we have Kevin Gausman going for Toronto. This is a good pitching matchup, but I'd give the slight edge to Gausman. He gets more strikeouts and walks less batters. That's typically what you want to see. Gil's strikeouts are way down, but at the same time, he's giving up a lot less hard contact. That makes sense. If you're not throwing the ball down the middle of the plate, it's going to be harder for guys to hit barrels. That being said, this game comes down to who hits the big home run, and I think Gausman's more susceptible to giving that up. The Yankees offense looked good against Boston. I think they keep the momentum rolling. We're taking the Yankees on the money line. You can find it for minus 102 odds as our next selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers in Philadelphia taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies are minus 114 on the money line, and the total is 7 runs. On the mound, we have Shohei Ohtani going for Los Angeles, and we have Christopher Sanchez going for Philly. We saw this exact same pitching matchup just recently on September 16th. Shohei was exceptional. He pitched 5 innings of shutout baseball. Sanchez, on the other hand, got blown up, 7 hits and 4 earned runs. The caveat there is the Phillies ended up winning that game. I haven't been a fan of the Dodgers bullpen behind Ohtani, and quite frankly, I'm still not, but their offense is so dialed in that if it's 4-0 in the 6th like that last game, there's no way they blow it. It really comes down to too much hard contact given up by Sanchez. The Dodgers will take advantage. We're taking the Dodgers on the money line. You can find it for minus 106 odds as our next selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers in Seattle taking on the Seattle Mariners. Mariners are minus 202 on the money line, and the total is 7 runs. On the mound, we have Troy Melton going for Detroit, and we have George Kirby going for Seattle. Melton is a number 6 prospect in the Tigers organization. Kirby obviously has the experience, but Melton has the better numbers so far. I see a lot of people addressing the worn-out bullpens after the wildcard series, but I look at it from the opposite perspective. Runs have been hard to come by, so having playoff experience from behind the plate, scoring runs on a pitching staff like the Guardians, that actually gives you an advantage in my opinion. I think the Mariners' bats come out flat, and with this type of value, I can get behind the Tigers lineup. We're taking the Tigers on the money line. You can find it for plus 166 odds as our second highlighted selection. All right, guys, let me get into the props. 3 for today, and I'll get you in and out of here. First, we're taking Cody Bellinger of the New York Yankees to get 1 hit. He bats a .261 for his career in the postseason, but he's 1 for his last 11 against Gausman. He's due for some positive regression. Next, we're taking Freddie Freeman of the Los Angeles Dodgers to get 2 or more bases. 5 nights at Freddie's, that's him. He bats a .276 for his career in the postseason, and we know Sanchez gives up a ton of hard contact. Extra bases loading. For our final selection, we're taking Javier Baez of the Detroit Tigers to get 2 or more bases. Plus 230 is insane. Kirby's not an ace like that, and Baez has a ton of playoff experience under his belt. You guys know I'm on the Tigers. Baez is going to be a big part of that. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Hey, nice to get back in that win column. Let's keep the momentum rolling. I appreciate the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Yo. And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.